my coaching, a lot of times I find that partners in a marital relationship or a serious relationship of such, they think they're doing everything that they possibly can for the other person, and they don't feel appreciated. And there's a guy out there, his name is Gary Chapman, and he started looking into this stuff several years back. And he realized, after a lot of study and a lot of interviews, that not everybody accepts love in the same way. Not everybody accepts a gift in the same way. So he came up with a book called 5 Love Languages. And if you're in the midst of wanting to improve your life, it will be a book I highly recommend. And you can find them on Amazon, new, used, all over the place. One of the things that happens is, like, sometimes when you want to feel like someone loves you, maybe it's one thing. Maybe it's an act of service someone does. I like to give active services. One of the things in an act of service would simply be taking out the trash, or washing dishes, or doing something simple that normally you might not do, but you do it just out of love for the other. Gary even tells a story about one day he was pushing a vacuum cleaner in his house and singing songs and just having a good time, and one of his buddies came by and said, "Gary, what's going on?" He said, "Oh, I'm just having the best time here." He says, "You don't even like to vacuum." He says, "I'm not vacuuming, I'm making love to my wife." What he meant was, this is a duty, a job that his wife normally does. And by his act of going in there and doing this for her, he knew that she would be extremely happy. There are different levels of relationships as couples go. Level 1 is simply like, let's choose to get along, let's be friendly, let's smile, nothing too awful serious, but I kind of want you to do this because I want it done. It's more like you're hoping somebody will do something for you because you want it done. And that may go well when a relationship starts, because everything's exciting at the start of a relationship. But as time goes on, it sort of gets old and it's not deep enough. So there's a level 2. And level 2 in a relationship is often called horse trading. The attitude there is more like, I'll do for you if you do for me. Or if you do for me, then I will do for you. And that goes to a certain point, and we all love doing this sort of stuff. A lot of times when we do something for someone, we do expect a nice favor back, at least a smile, something. But there's a level 3 relationship. And if you're going to really give, if you really want a relationship to start, it takes a lot of level 3. Now, there'll be some of each level as you live together. But level 3 is where I want to do this for you just because I want to do it for you. This is what Gary was doing when he was pushing that vacuum cleaner. He didn't really care that his wife might go cut grass or some of his normal duties. What he cared about was when she came home, things were going to be set in order for her, and she would be happy. And he did it just because she would be happy. It wasn't level 2, expecting something in return. It wasn't level 1, I'm in this for me. I want you to think about that. I'd love for you to think about what are some of the ways that you might do an act of service for someone. Something that's maybe unexpected. Something that you do just because you want to for someone else. So that's one of the 5 love languages. The others are words of affirmation, telling someone they're appreciated, that they're loved. A third one is receiving gifts. Now, we just came off of a Christmas season where gift giving is the status quo. And a lot of people love that sort of thing. Quality time is important. With your spouse, with your significant other, with the children, quality time is very much appreciated. The other one of the 5 is physical touch. And physical touch doesn't just mean sex. It means maybe squeezing a hand as you're going by. Maybe thumping somebody on the back of the ear if that's your nature and that's what you do for fun. Could be anything. I'll cut another video and I'll kind of give some emphasis on each of these different of the 5 ways that we show love to each other and we receive love.